for girls? Jeff said, pointing at Adam's bag to change the subject. I didn't shop until you wanted to meet me here. Adam defended himself. I don't know what you're talking about, Russell said, standing up. I love shopping. I love women. I love life. And I love that I don't have a bag that looks like it belongs to a Victorian governess. Chapter 4, The Hotel of Broken Dreams. Feeling the pressure to be spontaneous and not dull, Jeff and Audrey decided to book a room at the Windsor Suites. It was a 5-star hotel with 4-star prices, and they were determined to wreck the place with their passion. Oh, nice room, Audrey said, dropping her coat. Not for long, Jeff replied, trying to sound seductive, but mostly sounding like he was about to do some light demolition. We are going to wreck this place with some crazy sex. Audrey smiled, impressed. Hey, big boy, why don't you call room service and have them bring us some champagne and strawberries and maybe a little whipped cream? Jeff looked at her. He looked at the room service menu. His face transformed. You look so hot. I'm almost not thinking about the delivery surcharge or the mandatory 18% gratuity. Almost. He walked over to the window. Oh, look at this. Happy are in the hospitality suite. Complimentary wine and cheese. Hot hors d'oeuvres. Sushi. Audrey sighed. Jeff, you know, they call it complimentary, but it's built into the price. So we actually lose money if we don't go. It ends at 6 o'clock. It's 5:58, Audrey noted. What about destroying the room with our crazy, nasty sex? Jeff asked, already putting his shoes back on. Oh, we're doing that. No doubt. How about we go to happy hour, chug a lot of fancy wine, make dinner out of the hors d'oeuvres, come back here, and tear it up? Best of both worlds. 2 hours later, they were back in the room, lying on top of the covers, staring at the ceiling. They were both bloated with lukewarm sushi and complimentary chardonnay. I don't think it's possible to drink more wine in that short a time than we just did, Jeff groaned. Not without a funnel. God, this bed is so comfortable, Audrey whispered. Well, the better for the doing it, Jeff said, though his eyes were drifting shut. So what do you say? You gonna shimmy back into that sex getup you had on before? Oh, yeah, I will, Audrey said, not moving an inch. Just come here and snuggle for just 1 minute. Okay. 10 minutes later, Jeff reached for the remote. Hey, you know what? They got in-room movies. Oh, yeah. You want to watch something dirty to get us in the mood? Nice, Audrey mumbled. Oh, Spider-Man 3, Jeff said, his eyes lighting up. Oh, yeah, that sounds good, too. Purchase, Jeff said, clicking the button. And here we go. The next morning, they woke up feeling refreshed, well-rested, and completely unwrecked. That was the most amazing night, Audrey said, stretching. Oh, definitely. Best I ever had. Sorry we didn't have crazy sex, or any sex. It's fine, Jeff said. It was the perfect night of sleep. Sex would have ruined it. Does this prove we're dull? Jeff looked at her. Look, it's like you said. We're fine. We have nothing to prove. We've proven it already. We have done it in some pretty wild places, like stairwells, cars, Canada. You know, there's an hour and a half before checkout, Audrey suggested playfully. We could still do it. Or, Jeff countered, we could sleep some more. I was hoping you'd say that. Chapter 5, The Wedding Singer. The weekend of Susan's wedding had arrived. Susan was the head of Audrey's department, a woman who lived for Shakespeare and romantic gestures that made Jeff want to move to a cabin in the woods with no human contact. Susan loves Shakespeare, Audrey explained as she struggled with her zipper. Her fiancé proposed to her at work, dressed like Romeo. It was so romantic. That's romantic, Jeff asked, watching her from the bed. Prancing around in tights. Guy made an ass of himself. You know, women like when men are willing to make asses of themselves for them, Audrey countered. I don't see how his wife likes it when he comes out of the closet, Jeff muttered. You know what, babe? You don't have to go. I'd rather go alone than have to pretend you're foreign, so you don't have to talk to anyone. Jeff paused. That was work until that damn busboy got chatty. He sighed. He knew he was in trouble. He knew that if he didn't go, he'd hear about it for the next 3 years. Count me in. The reception was at a grand hotel. There was an ice sculpture of Cupid. Jennifer and Adam were there, too. Jennifer was looking at the ice sculpture with a look of longing that made Adam's wallet tremble. I see what he thinks, Jennifer said, taking a picture. A simple wedding can be magical, too. Oh, just a few friends on the beach. But maybe with a Cupid ice sculpture with 5-cup ruling out of the arrow. Adam looked at Jeff. Jeff looked at Adam. You're engaged, Jeff whispered. Replace we agreed with she decided. You're welcome. As the night wore on, Jeff found himself drifting toward the bar, which was where all good men went to survive weddings. He had already had 3 scotches when the DJ announced a special dedication. I got something to say, Jeff shouted, grabbing the microphone. He was well into old school Jeff territory now. Audrey froze. Jennifer looked horrified. You don't know me. Jeff slurred into the mic. But there's a very special lady in the house. Not you. Not you either. Anyway, I want to dedicate a song to Audrey, because this song reminds me of a really special day that we had together, because she's a champ, and she carried all the brochures at the auto show. The music started, a synth-heavy beat from the 80s. Get out of my dream. Get into my car, Jeff sang, or rather, shouted. He began to do a dance that involved a lot of pointing and uncoordinated hip thrusting. The bride, Susan, looked like she was about to cry. Her father looked like he was about to call security. You're ruining my wedding. Susan hissed as Jeff danced past her. Get into my car, Jeff bellowed back. Audrey walked up to the stage, her face a mask of embarrassment and strange, twisted pride. She pulled him down. "Thank you for making an ass out of yourself for me," she whispered. "What are you talking about?" Jeff asked, wiping sweat from his brow. "I was great. I rocked the house. You need to stop making an ass out of yourself, okay?" "No comprend," Jeff grinned.